Hi everyone, welcome to this yoga class. In this yoga class we will work on increasing flexibility and strength of the legs and of the spine. And this can be beneficial for your posture when you have been sitting at your desk for several hours. For this class we will need 2 blocks and a blanket, and I would recommend to not eat at least 2 hours before doing this practice. So we will start in Sukhasana, which is a cross-legged position, or with one leg in front of the other. And you can sit on a blanket to make it easier to straighten your spine. And you can place your hand palms on your knees or on your thighs. And your hand palms can be downwards for a more grounding meditation, or your hand palms can come up for a more receiving and open meditation. So now place the tip of your thumb on the tip of your index finger for Gyan Mudra, and just straighten the other fingers. And now I would like to invite you to close your eyes and feel your sitting bones on the mat or on the blanket. Feel your legs on the mat and your feet on the mat. Straighten your spine. Relax your shoulders. Lengthen your neck. And your chin is parallel towards the ground. And inhale deeply. And completely exhale. Inhale for Om. We will do this 2 more times. Inhale for Om. Inhale for Om. And come back to your natural breathing. And observe how your body feels today. Maybe you experience some tension in certain parts of your body. And try to breathe towards these body parts. As you inhale, your belly expands. And as you exhale, your belly button goes inwards. And relax your shoulders. Relax your neck and your jaw. Relax your tongue, your eyes. Relax your eyebrows and your forehead. Maybe some thoughts are popping up. try to not judge these thoughts and bring your attention back to your breathing. Maybe you hear some sounds around you. And just try to notice these sounds. You hear these sounds, but you don't give a meaning to these sounds. Just breathe here. And as you are sitting here, think of an intention for this class. Maybe this is something you would like to achieve this day, maybe a feeling. Maybe you want to do this practice for someone else. Or maybe it's just one word. And keep this intention in mind during this class. Now slowly start to deepen your breath. Deep inhale, long exhale. And start to open your eyes. Place your hands on your knees. And as you inhale, you open your chest and come a bit forward. Shoulders are low. And as you exhale, move towards the back, round your spine. Inhale, open your chest, come forward. And exhale, press the hands into the knees. Chin towards the chest. Inhale, chest forward. And exhale, round the spine, belly goes inwards. And you can start to make some circles. As you inhale, you come forward. And as you exhale, go to the back. And turn towards the other side. And start to make the circles a bit smaller. And come back to the center. Remove the blanket. Place your hands in front of you and roll over the knees into a tabletop position. And from here, bring your hands and print forward. Press your fingers into the mat. Widen your fingers. And bring your hips towards the back and come to your first downward facing dog. Feet are hip width distance apart. Hands are shoulder width distance apart. And you can bend one leg and straighten, or bend one knee and straighten one leg, and the other one. Engage the core. Press your hips up and backwards. And lower your shoulders. And breathe here. Your neck is relaxed. And you look in between the legs or the knees or the feet. And now you can come forward and round your spine. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring the hips back. Bring the shoulders back. Inhale, come forward, round the spine. And exhale, lift the hips backwards and open the chest. Inhale, round the spine. Exhale, lift up the hips. This is a really good exercise for warming up the spine. And try to straighten your legs again. Relax the neck. Engage the core. And breathe here. Exhale. And as you inhale, step by step, walk your feet towards your hands, to the front of the mat. Feet are hip width distance apart. Engage the core and look forward. Come halfway up. Hands on the shins or on the thighs, or maybe on the mat. Inhale here. And fold forward, slight bend in the knees. And as you inhale, vertebra by vertebra, going all the way up to standing. Head comes up at last, shoulders are low, and stand in Tadasana. Knees are slightly bent, tailbone is tucked under, engage the core, shoulders are low. And inhale, arms are coming up. And exhale, fold forward. Slight bend in the knees, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on the shins or on the thighs or on the floor. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step your right foot back. Top of the right foot on the floor. Right knee on the floor. Straighten your spine, look forward. And inhale, cactus arms, slight back bend. Exhale, hands on the mat, left foot next to the right foot, plank position. And bring your knees, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, cobra pose. Press your hands into the mat, elbows press into the ribs. Top of the feet are pressing in the mat. And open your chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. And stay here for a few breaths. Press your heels towards the mat. Relax the head. Engage the core. Your knees can be bent, or you can straighten your legs.
And inhale, right foot leg lifts up and place it in between the hands. Left knee on the floor, top of the foot on the floor, look forward. Inhale, cactus arms, slide back bend. Exhale, place the hands on the mat, step your left foot next to the right foot, halfway lift. Inhale, and exhale, slight bend in the knees, fold forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale, hands into prayer position. Inhale, arms are going up. And exhale, fold forward, slight bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step your left foot back. Left knee on the floor, top of the left foot on the floor, look forward. Inhale, cactus arms, slight back bend. Exhale, step your right foot next to your left foot, leg position, knees just chin. Inhale, cobra pose. Press the feet into the mat. And exhale, downward facing dog. Press the hands firmly into the mat. Relax the shoulders. Relax the neck. Your hips are lifting upwards. Engage your core. And breathe here. You can always come back to a child's pose. Now, inhale, lift your left foot up, place it in between the hands. Right knee on the floor, top of the right foot on the floor. Look forward. And inhale, cactus arms, slight back bend. Exhale, place the hands on the mat. And step your right foot next to your left foot. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold forward, slight bend in the knees. Inhale, come all the way up. Arms are facing the ceiling, look up. Exhale, hands into prayer position. Inhale, arms are going up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step your right foot back. Knees lifted from the mat. Look forward. And as you inhale, bring your hands into prayer position and twist. So place your right elbow on the outside of the left knee. And if you want, you can place your right hand next to your outside of the left foot and twist. Bring your left arm up. Hips are still facing the front of the mat. Engage the core, lengthen your spine, and breathe here. Engage the back leg. Inhale, and as you exhale, come into plank position. Knees just chin. And inhale, cobra pose. And now press into the tops of your feet, but lift the hands as you open your chest. And exhale, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. And breathe here. Inhale, lift your right foot up. And exhale, place it in between the hands. Keep your left knee lifted from the ground. Look forward, straight spine. And as you inhale, come in your hand, put your hands into prayer position. Place your left elbow towards the right knee. And you can place your left hand on the ground, on the outside of the right foot, and lift up your right arm. Hips are parallel, facing the front of the mat. Relax your shoulders and look towards the right hand. As you inhale, you lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, you twist a bit further. Bring your hands to the mat and step your left foot next to your right foot to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale, and exhale, fold forward. You inhale, come all the way up, and exhale, hands towards the chest. Inhale, arms are going up, and exhale, fold forward. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step your left foot back. Knees lifted from the floor. And inhale, come into a high lunge. Breathe here. Hips are facing the front of the mat. So push your left hip a bit forward and your right hip a bit backwards. Engage the core. And exhale, come into a plank position. And you can choose to do knees, chest, chin or a chaturanga. And if you do a chaturanga, your elbows are pressing towards your ribs and you make an angle of a 90-degree angle with your elbows and come all the way to the floor and bring your arms forward and lift your legs, squeeze your butt and also lift your arms from the ground as you inhale and your chest as well. Squeeze your abdomen. Breathe here. And as you exhale, come into a downward facing dog. And relax a bit. Maybe bring your hips from side to side. And come to your natural breathing. Try to inhale maybe a bit longer and exhale a bit longer. As you inhale, bring your right foot up, place it in between the hands. Lift your left knee from the ground and inhale, high lunge. Arms are up. Engage the left leg. Relax your face. Inhale here. And exhale, hands towards the mat and bring your left foot next to your right foot. Inhale, halfway lift and exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up and exhale, hands towards the chest. Inhale, arms are going up and exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step your left foot back, look forward. Inhale, high lunge, hips are facing the front of the mat. And exhale, step your right foot next to your left foot into a plank position. And decide to do knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. And come all the way to the mat. Now bring your arms towards the back. Bend your knees. Exhale. And take the ankles with your hands.
Inhale here. And as you exhale, come into bow pose. So press your feet towards your hands, open the chest, lift your thighs from the ground, and breathe here. Slowly release your hands. Bring your hands next towards your chest into a cobra or an upward facing dog. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. Relax your face, relax your neck. And breathe here. Now lift your left leg up and place it in between the hands. Inhale, look forward, come into a high lunge. Engage the core. And exhale, bring hands to the mat. Place your right foot next to your left foot. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands towards the chest. Now bring your hands on your waist. And as you inhale, you lengthen and you look up. And as you exhale, you fold forward with a straight spine. And you grab your big toes with your index finger and your middle finger, and you wrap your thumb around it. As you inhale, you lengthen, straighten your spine, and your elbows are moving outwards. Microbend your knees if needed when you have loose joints or sensitive knees. As you inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, lengthen. You can of course bend your knees as much as needed. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold forward. And if you have straight legs, then try to move your weight a bit more towards the toes. And breathe here. Relax the neck and your face. And as you inhale, halfway lift, straight spine, look forward. And as you exhale, place your hand palms on your feet, and the top of your hands are on the mat. And again, micro-bend your knees if needed, or bend your knees. And as you inhale, elbows are moving outwards, straight spine. And as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold forward. Last time, lengthen and exhale, fold forward. Now as you inhale, come halfway up, place your hands on your waist again and come up with a straight spine. Now place your hands into a prayer position, inhale and exhale. And as you inhale, step your right foot back. Pivot your feet towards the back of the mat and step your back foot a bit more towards the front foot, and your back foot is into a 45 degree angle and your heels are in line. Inhale here, open your
chest. And then bring your arms towards the side and grab opposite elbows, or bring your hands into a prayer position at the back. Micro-bend your front leg if needed, and inhale, look up, and exhale with a straight spine. You move all the way forward towards the front leg, your upper body. Inhale, lengthen, and press into the back leg, and press the outside of your back foot into the mat. Your hips are facing the front of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold forward. Relax the neck, relax your face. And press into the big toe of the front leg. This also helps you to square the hips towards the front of the mat. Last time, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold forward. Now inhale, bend your front knee a bit and come up, and pivot your feet towards the front of the mat. Hips are facing the front of the mat. Inhale, look up, and exhale, fold forward. Micro bend your knee, your front knee if needed. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, fold forward. Lengthen, engage your back leg, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Last time, lengthen. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up. And step towards the front of the mat. Release your hands. Move your shoulders a bit. Move your legs. And I will step a bit more towards the middle. You can just stay at the front of the mat. Inhale here. Back into Tadasana. Exhale. And as you inhale, you bring your weight towards the left leg and lift the right leg, bend the knee. Your left hand is on your waist. Your right hand supports the knee. And you can stay in this position with an engaged core, or you can grab the right toe with the index finger, middle finger and thumb and try to straighten your right leg. Flex your right foot and keep your back straight, so do not move forward or backwards, stay in the middle. Inhale here. And as you exhale, move your leg towards the side. And look towards the other shoulder, the opposite shoulder. Bring your leg back, release your leg, but keep your leg lifted. Engage your core, shoulders are low. Inhale. Exhale, point your foot, inhale, and release your leg. Now we'll do the other leg. So bring your weight towards the left leg. Inhale, bring your right leg up. Grab the toe, or just hold your left knee and straighten your leg. Flex your left foot. Inhale here. Exhale.
Inhale. Exhale. And bring your foot and your leg towards the side. And look towards the opposite side. And breathe here. Bring your leg back towards the middle. Release your leg, but keep your leg lifted. Point your left foot. Engage the core. One more breath here. And lower your leg. Maybe move your legs a bit. And now come to the front of the mat and stand in Tadasana. Knees slightly bent, tailbone tucked under, shoulders are low. And inhale, arms are going up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward, slight bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step or jump back into Chaturanga or come into knee suggestion. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Your hips are pressing upwards. Engage the core, relax the neck, press into your hands. And as you inhale, lift up your right leg, bend your knee and place it in between the hands. Your left knee is on the ground, top of the left foot is on the ground. And as you inhale, straighten your spine, lift up, interlace the fingers and place the hands on the right knee. And notice that the right knee is above the right ankle, so it doesn't move forward too much. Press your hands into the right knee, straighten your spine, straighten your arms, look forward. And now, inhale here, and exhale, interlace the fingers behind you, and come into a slight back bend. So, lift up your head, and exhale, bring your hands on the mat. And now you can decide to use some blocks to make it easier for you to straighten your spine. So what you do, place the blocks on the outside of your right leg. You can place them like this. Your hips are facing the front of the mat. So you press into the right, you press your right knee a bit backwards, and your left knee a bit, right hip a bit backwards and left hip a bit forward. Straighten your spine, inhale here. And as you exhale, you straighten your right leg and come backwards. Fold over your right leg with a straight spine. Inhale, come forward again. Open the shoulders. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come forward. Open the chest. And exhale, fold over your leg. Come backwards. Inhale, come forward again. Exhale, backwards again. Fold over your leg. And micro bend your right knee if needed. Come to the front again. Open the chest. And now remove your blocks. And place your right hand on the inside of the right leg. And shift your right leg a bit more to the side. And your toes are pointing outwards so that your knee is in line with the toes. And now you can stay in this pose, this is lizard pose, or to make it a bit more challenging, you can curl under the toes of the left foot and lift the left knee and stay here. Or place the forearms on the mat and stay here for a while. We will breathe here. Relax the face. Engage the left leg. Press the right foot into the ground. And breathe here. Now slowly bring your left knee back on the ground. Come back on your hands. And now bring your right hand on your right knee. And bring your weight on the outside of the right foot. So open the right hip, press into the right knee and twist. So you open up the chest towards the side. And breathe here. Open the shoulders. And look a bit upwards. Now, as you exhale, slowly come back. Curl the left toes under. And come into a plank position. Exhale, chaturanga, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's go to the other side. So, inhale, lift your left leg up. Place the left foot in between the hands. Right knee is on the floor, top of the right foot is on the floor. Look forward. And as you inhale, bring the hands on the left knee. The left knee is above the ankle. And press away with your hands. Straighten your arms. And the hips are parallel, so facing the front of the mat. Press a bit backwards with your left hip and a bit forward with your right hip. Now interlace the fingers on the back and come into a slight back bend. Look upwards. And exhale, bring the hands on the mat. Come forward, you can take the blocks again on the sides or bring the hands or the tips of the fingers on the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. And exhale, straighten your left leg and bring your hips back and fold over your left leg. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, move your hips back, fold over your left leg. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Move forward again. Inhale. Exhale, move backwards. Inhale, forward. Last time backwards. Inhale. And now bring your left hand on the inside of the left foot and wiggle your left foot towards the outside of the mat. Your toes are pointing a bit outwards so that your left knee is in line with your left toes. And you can stay here, or you can curl the right toes under and lift up the right knee. Or, if accessible, place the forearms on the ground and come into a full lizard pose. Engage the right leg and press into the right foot. Press your right heel towards the back and press into the left foot. Relax your face and breathe here. Now exhale and bring your right knee on the ground. Come on the hands again and place your left hand on
on your left knee and bring your weight on the outside of the left foot. Stretch out your left hand and look upwards. Come into a twist. As you inhale, you lengthen, and as you exhale, you twist a bit further. And breathe here. Inhale here, and as you exhale, bring both hands on the mat, curl your right toes under, lift up the right knee and place your left foot beside your right foot. Inhale here and exhale, knees just chin or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe here. Heels are pressing towards the mat, hands are pressing in the mat, hips are pressing upwards and back, and as you exhale, bring your knees on the mat and come into a child's pose. So your knees come to the sides of the mat, feet are together, and walk your hands forward and your hips are on your feet. And exhale here. And as you inhale, walk your hands back towards your knees. Place your knees together. And lift up the hips. The knees are hip distance apart, feet are parallel. And place your hands into a prayer position. Tuck your tailbone under and engage your legs. We will do a camel pose. And during camel pose, it's important that you're not leaning back with your hips, but you're pushing your hips forward. We will start in a modification of camel pose. So inhale. And as you exhale, place your hands on your back with the fingers upwards and lift your chest. Inhale here. And exhale, come into a slight back bend. And press your hips forward and your chest upwards and breathe here. And slowly come out of the pose. Now we will curl the toes under and we will grab the ankles. So first, inhale. Engage the legs, engage your abdomen, and your shoulders are going backwards. And slowly try to grab your ankles and the heels. And breathe here. And slowly come out of the pose. Take a few breaths here. And if you are ready, you can place the tops of the feet on the ground or do the same pose again. You can also use a blanket to protect your knees. So again, knees are hip distance apart. Press into the hips as you move backwards and engage the legs and engage your abdomen. So now we will place the hands on top of the feet and then lift our hips forward and our chest is going upwards. So inhale here. And as you exhale, place your hands on your feet. Slowly. And breathe here. And slowly come out of the pose. Bring your hips back to your feet and come into a child's pose. You can keep the knees together and your arms are going backwards. Relax the shoulders. Exhale here. And as you inhale, come all the way up and sit on one hip and bring your legs forward. Now we will do one vinyasa. So cross your legs, bring them towards your chest, roll forward, place your hands on the mat and step into plank pose. Decide to do knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now step your legs towards your hands into seated position or jump into a cross-leg position. Straighten your legs again. And bend your right knee and place your foot towards the inner thigh. Inhale, lift your left arm up and place the elbow on the outside of the right leg for a twist. Your right arm is on the back, behind your back. Inhale, lengthen your spine. You can make a bind if you want, so you can grab your right hand with your left hand. Inhale, straighten, flex your left foot, and exhale, twist a bit further and look backwards. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist a bit further. Inhale here, and as you exhale, come back towards center, release the right leg, bend your left knee, place the left foot next towards the inner thigh of the right leg, place your left hand behind you, right arm is going upwards, and your right elbow is coming to the outside of the left knee. Inhale here, lengthen. Flex your right foot, and as you exhale, you're twisting towards the back, and you can also interlace the fingers, hold the hands. Inhale here, exhale, twist. Inhale here, and exhale, slowly come out of the pose. Maybe move your legs a bit, and we will bend the knees, and by engaging your abdomen, slowly come on, laying on the back. Stretch out your legs. Breathe here. And as you inhale, you grab the big toe of your right foot with the index finger, middle finger and thumb. Or if you want, you can grab the outside of the right foot into a half happy baby. So you press your foot into your hand, you flex the left foot and engage your left leg, and your right knee is going towards your right elbow, right armpit. Your lower back is on the ground and is not rounding. And breathe here. Relax your neck. Inhale here. And as you exhale, you bring your right knee towards the left and come into a reclined twist. Right arm is coming to the side and your head is also coming to the right side. And keep your right shoulder on the ground. And try to lift your belly button upwards towards the ceiling. And it's alright if your right knee is not on the ground. And breathe there. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, come back towards center. Stretch out your right leg and grab the outside of the left foot or the big toe with your left hand. And come into a half happy baby. Flex your right foot and press with your left foot into your left hand and bring the left knee towards the left armpit. And breathe here. Inhale here. And as you exhale, bring the left knee towards the right on the ground. Stretch out your left arm towards the left and look towards the left. Your left shoulder is on the ground. And your belly button is, and try to lift your belly button towards the ceiling. Inhale here. And as you exhale, come back to the center. Maybe move your legs a bit, move your hands. And then it's time for the final pose, Shavasana. So maybe you can put on some socks, maybe a sweater. Have your blanket ready. And lay down comfortably. So your legs are a bit outwards. Flap your feet open. Your arms are a bit away from your body. Your hand palms are upwards. Shoulders are relaxed. Lift up your head, placed a bit further away from you. And close your eyes. Breathe here. Long inhales Relax your forehead, just your eyebrows. Relax your eyes, your mouth, your jaw. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Relax your arms, and your hands and your fingers. Relax your chest and your back. Relax your belly. Your upper body is completely relaxed. Relax your hips, your thighs, your knees, your shins and your calves are relaxed. And relax your ankles. And your feet and your toes are relaxed. Your hips, your legs, your feet and your toes are completely relaxed. And as you lay here, come back to your intention. Think about what you want to achieve, or what you wanted to send out to the world. And bring a small smile on your face. And be grateful for having completed this practice. That you took some time for yourself and to be in the here and now. And start to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. Come back to your body. Maybe wiggle the fingers, move the toes. Stretch out your arms above you. Stretch out the legs. Big inhale. Long exhale. Bend your knees and bring your knees towards the left or the right side. And lay here for a bit. And when you are ready, place your left or right hand beside you and press upwards towards seating. Come into a comfortable position, maybe a cross-leg position, maybe one leg in front of the other, or in lotus or half lotus, just what you prefer. And bring your hands into Gyan Mudra again. So the tip of your thumb is pressing to the tip of the index finger, and your hand palms are facing downwards or upwards. Close your eyes again. And we will chant the closing mantra. Straighten your spine. Your shoulders are down. Inhale here. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Inhale for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And bow your head forward, your chin towards your chest. And thank yourself for this practice. For being here on the mat. Bring your hand palms together into prayer position. Bring your head towards your chest again. Inhale here. Exhale. And slowly open your eyes again. The mantra of today was Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, which is Sanskrit for may all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words and actions of my own life contribute in some way to that happiness and to that freedom for all. So thank you very much for joining me in this yoga class, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See you next time. Namaste.